These are images from the Han Kuang exercise in Taiwan. Taiwan has received the first shipment of its 108 M1A2T Abramses. T for Taiwan. It's a Taiwan-specific variant that is fulfilled through the foreign military sales at General Dynamics Land Systems. Foreign military sales is exactly what it sounds like. It is, say, Singapore or the UAE or Taiwan wants to buy something that the US or whatever country produces domestically. They would then export that, and there's a huge thing through export regulations that goes on with that, but they would export that and it would run through their foreign military sales program. All that to say that this is the first iteration of seeing the M1A2T in action. President Lai Ching-te, or Lai Ching-te, I'm not exactly sure how you say his name, but he was out there with the tankers, which is pretty cool to see. The commander-in-chief of Taiwan out there training with the tankers, or at least, seeing the tankers fire. Out here you can see they're conducting a volley fire, you can see their bore sighting. If you're not familiar with bore sighting is calibrating the sights for where the actual center line of the main gun is pointing. There's things that come into play like that, like gun tube droop due to thermal expansion, which is why you do an MRS update. That's a muzzle reference sensor system update. That's further on that, but the initial bore sight is to, when you have your first cold barrel shot, which means your gun has not been fired yet, that you are going to be able to hit accurately where it's aiming. And then after a few rounds, your gun tube's going to heat up, thermal expansion is going to happen, your gun tube's going to droop, and then you will recalibrate that through an MRS update, which the M1A2T is going to be able to do, which is a really cool feature on those tanks. The Leopard 2 also has that capability as well, although their MRS is sideways, like Paul Wall. So what is the Han Kuang 10-day exercise? It is an attempt, it's a simulated attempt by China to take over the island. So it's a massive mobilization, tons of moving pieces, and now let's talk on why did Taiwan decide to get M1A2T? Well, currently Taiwan is operating the CM11s and M68A3 TTSs, tank thermal sights. Those are pretty mature technologies at this point, and I would say it's time to phase those out and go for a new tank. As we've learned throughout our time analyzing Iraq, Afghanistan, Ukraine, and so many other conflicts, nothing is invincible. No tank is impenetrable.